Hey, this is Mark, and I really had to put this up on Newsweed because I think it's really important information. Even though we have a relatively small audience, I think that people need to see these interviews with these important political figures. In this particular case, it's Donald Trump. I personally am not in favor of Donald Trump being president again. However, his policies were strong, and it feels right now like we need him. I mean, who in the world right now is not scared to death that Putin is going to do something crazy? Let's take a listen to this interview, and I'm going to kind of break it up into pieces so that number one, I can legally use this video, and number two, so that I can give some kind of commentary along the way.
Who don't like you. There's people out there that don't like you. I know you said recently that you were very popular, and I think you said you were the most honest man in the world last week.
I'm a very honest man.
Was that true?
Yeah, I think I'm a very honest man.
But to those who don't like you...
Much more honest than you, actually.
Really?
No,
Yeah.
that's a perfect example of how you have to not insult people right to their faces and kind of like smooth them over. Here's a very important interview. If you want credibility, you've got to be nice to people. You know, sure, you may think they stink or smell, but you don't tell them that. You just kind of like be patient. Let's listen to more.
Yeah.
I'm pretty honest.
Because I don't think you're real.
Really?
But, yeah, I think I'm a much more honest person in most ways, in most respects.
Why am I not real?
But we're not going to get into that. Let's finish up the interview. Go ahead.
Donald Trump is definitely real. I mean, it's not an act. He's being a little bit tough on Piers Morgan, but at least he's doing the interview. Would Joe Biden do it? I don't think he would. Would Kamala Harris do it? No, I don't think she would. Too many people try to hide behind some fake image that their media friends are presenting for them. But Trump, he gets out there and he sits down and he talks directly to you.
No,
Go ahead.
My question was this. What message do you have to people who can't think of anything worse than you running again and will be distressed about it? Would you come back with all the experience you've had of being president? Would you come back a different person? Would you do things a bit differently?
So I like this question in a certain way because I came in and I was attacked from day one, unfairly.
So true. So true. He was attacked. Who attacked him? The Democrats. People in meetup.com created resist groups all over the country. Was that patriotic? Absolutely not.
Russia was a hoax. The impeachment hoax, number one. Number two, it was all a big hoax. The Mueller report. And I had to fight back, and I had to fight back strongly. And if I didn't fight back strongly, I wouldn't have survived. And I say it, and I say it loud. I had two jobs to do. Run the country really well, and the second was to survive. No other president went through this fake stuff.
I only ask you, when we did Celebrity Apprentice together, which I really enjoyed, and it's good. Yeah. When I did that with you, I saw a very different Donald Trump in the boardrooms for those hours every night. You weren't as aggressive and confrontational.
Except I wasn't under siege with
That's what I mean.
phony Russia hunts.
And by the way, I agree with you about the Russia collusion thing was ridiculous.
No, and many others.
Right. But my point is, if you got a chance again, would we see more of that Donald Trump, do you think?
Depends on how you're greeted. But if you're greeted unfairly, you have to be tough and you have to fight. I would like that. I would much prefer that. But it depends on how you're greeted. But I would do, and I say this, our country's in trouble. Something has to happen. And if it doesn't happen, and if we don't have smart leadership, you're going to end up with no world. The world is going to be blown to pieces. We have stupid people now running our country. The world is going to be blown to pieces.
I think he's right. The world could be blown to pieces.
Thinking about going...
And the terrible thing is that we better pay attention because Putin is threatening nuclear war. Thanks. I'm Mark Nedrum from Newsweed.com. Please watch the news. It's critically important.